All right, just trying to start the vertical stream. There we go. I think we got both streams up and ready. Hopefully, we have made improvements on the stream to the point where you guys will actually not have any like buffering or any kind of issues that way. By the way, I still have the green screen. As you may notice I'm not using it. The reason why is because I have actually ordered a curtain, but like a custom curtain. So instead of having a green screen, I'm gonna actually have a really cool background instead. Now, if you guys want to see the curtain, then I will gladly look it up and then show you guys a picture. Or if you guys just want to be surprised, I will also just wait to do it then. But I can imagine everyone wants to probably see it. So I'm looking into it right now. Okay, well, it could be a little bit easier to find what it is, but it's very cool. You know, I could just show you guys the Discord image. Okay, there we go. All right, let me share screen. There we go. This, okay, for the people on the vertical. Okay, well, you guys aren't really seeing the bottom part with the Magikarp, the people on vertical, but these were the three images I was kind of choosing from. People on horizontal can see them. People on vertical having a little bit more difficult time, but this was the one I ended up going with. And the reason why is if my head is going to be in the middle, then I have one Gyarados on one side and I have one Gyarados on the other side. And I think it's a pretty cool image to have behind me going forward instead of this white curtain. But it just so happened that curtain just happened to be there. And then I got the brilliant idea. Anyways, for anybody who is around, we are going to be playing Rental Randomizer. I do not remember what team we had previously. Oh, actually, I can just look down. It's right there. Muck, Typhlosion, Gligar, Caterpie, Meryl, and Girafarig. This is going to be a team. See, did I already register it? I did. Okay, good. Oh, hey, Cody. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Thank you, Annie. I think it's a pretty cool curtain too. It was so brilliant when I got the idea. I'll be centering the cam a little bit better to make sure it works. Right now, it was just haphazardly set up just to make sure I can get a stream going. But I think we're all good now. All right, so let's see. We got Muck, who's got Sludge, Dynamic Punch, and 130 attack. That's pretty solid. Actually, it's not solid because it's the well, I guess it has 124 special defense and high HP. So actually, maybe it might still be solid, even though we know all of his Pokemon have Psychic. Let's see. Typhlosion's got Flame Wheel. Pretty much that's it. Okay. Gligar. We got Iron Tail, Faint Attack, Slash, 106 attack, meh. Oh, by the way, that curtain, it's the most expensive curtain you've ever heard of. I think it was $85. I guess that's what you get when you get something custom. Because it was still a choice. But I had a choice of a bunch of different custom ones. Hey, Online Bully, welcome to the stream. Oh, interesting. I noticed they got this new ranking thingy. Cody's got a number 1. Annie and Online Bully got a number 2. Not really sure what those are for. Sure, we'll figure it out. Unfortunately, I just now noticed we only have 4 playable Pokemon, so really it's more or less which one are we not bringing? And at this point, it looks like Girafarig has to go. Girafarig is actually our ace in the hole against half of the team. If I recall, none of them have any moves that are like particularly good against Typhlosion, but also Typhlosion's not really good against any of them except Executor. But if I remember, he brings Executor basically every single time. So I imagine Typhlosion and Girafarig have to go. So the choice is between Muck and Gligar. Interesting. Gligar's got really bad moves and really bad stats. So I think it has to be Muck. Just doesn't feel good. Regardless, it looks like Girafarig is probably our best one to go to right off the bat. Got Stab Stomp. Not weak to anything except for maybe Girafarig, because I think I remember Girafarig's got Shadow Ball. I don't remember the moveset for the majority of the rest of them. But so Girafarig to start, Typhlosion, Muck.
Whoa! Following the challenger's victories over the gym leaders, the Elite Four have barred the way. The leadoff batter is Will, the psychic Pokemon user.
You guys will also notice that I went with Pokemon Stadium 2 instead of a red run. Not totally sure if I'll be sharing it this stream, but I've had thoughts on how the red ROMs have been going lately.
Switching Pokemon. That Pokemon must not have been the right choice. Oh, it's Girafarig.
Okay, so remember how I said that Girafarig is good against everything but Girafarig?
The opening gambit.
Yeah. Okay, so he's obviously going to use Shadow Ball. We have to keep Typhlosion for Executor. So I think we have to go Muck, but here's the problem. I don't think Muck is faster than Girafarig, so Muck's just going to die to Psychic, so maybe we don't swap out.
They're eyeing each other warily.
Ooh, okay, this is... This is rough. I don't know. Annie, out of curiosity, if you had the option to join me on one of these streams, like John and Speed in the past, because this stream is like it'd be really easy if you could tell me like what moves they have quickly rather than in chat. Oh, I'm normal type. You're right. Okay, well, that makes it way easier. Right. Stomp. Earthquake.
What now? Great hit.
Well, Earthquake's not going to be better than Stomp, even though it did more damage than Stomp. But if you notice that his direct... Oh, I got a crit. Nice. Yeah, like voice chat. All right, I'm going to go ahead and swap over to Jackbox. You join the chat that you can see, and I'll drag you into the streaming one. You actually can't physically see the one that I'm in. Only myself and Speed can see it, but I'll drag you in. But, so his Girafarig's got 161 and mine has 151, so his got more DVs than mine. Which is probably why Earthquake is doing more than Stomp. Actually, now I think about it, Stomp has got 60 power, so actually Stomp is 90 power, Earthquake's 100. Stomp is definitely not better than Earthquake. I'm stupid. Hello, Annie.
What Pokemon will appear next?
So, out of curiosity, is the Jackbox stream looking fine?
Oh, I was actually just using the, I was just going to use the one on YouTube, but yeah, it looks,
Yes.
it does look a bit weird because it's showing the OBS, but it does look good, yeah.
Out I know it's not really that easy to compare, but since you've played Jackbox with me a whole bunch of times, you've seen what my normal streams look like.
Oh, it's
Is this better?
There's a big HP difference between the two combatants.
The reason why I ask is I've gone from having 8 megabit upload speed to 300 megabit upload speed. So I'm assuming that the stream, vertical, horizontal, and Discord should be no problem.
Oh yeah, it looks fine. It looks good. There's no issues.
Nice.
Will be next. Oh, it's Muck.
I'm gonna switch it over to the specific website instead of just
The
the
white hot battle continues.
widget thing. Is that actually recording my voice on here?
Yes. Or it should be. If people can't hear it on YouTube, that's a problem. Because I obviously just set up my computer, so all the settings might not be in the right spots.
What's this? Hit. That inflicted some damage. It used a berry.
Oh boy, a berry.
A hot battle is unfolding. They're
Perfect
ready to
online
go.
bully. Thank you for letting me know.
A
He
sharp
said he
attack.
can hear.
That worked perfectly.
Alright, hey online bully.
Going down.
Perfect. Because I had to basically tweak my settings like this is the first time I've ever used a computer again, so there could be issues, but this is like the third time I've switched computers or locations, so by now you think I'd have things a little bit more down pat.
Alright, if you need to know any moves, I've got them all pulled up.
Okay. Well, Zatu has low defense, right?
I mean, in general, yeah. For psychic types, not particularly. It has base 65 HP, base 70
Ooh.
defense, and base 70 special defense.
Okay, so I
It
should go with
has
my
six-
higher flame wheel just because that's more damage.
Yeah, Flame Wheel is special in this gen, and it's stab, so use that.
Yeah.
There's the attack.
It does have 95 base special attack and 75 base attack, so it can deal good damage, but not Alakazam level.
Okay. Well,
It's also only outspeeding because of DVs and stat XP because you have 100 base speed on Typhlosion, but it only has base 95.
well, it looks like we'll get one hit on whatever the final Pokemon is. Never mind. You know, I was holding out for like Executor and then I get a Flame Wheel crit, but no, I guess, you know, Zatu crit, it works. Oh, it was Alakazam. Never mind. I should have known that.
Alakazam is Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Shadow Ball, and Psychic.
Oh, Alakazam.
Actually, no, it's a Kadabra, but
Oh,
it does
right.
have those moves. Also has a mid-berry, so sleep is a bad idea against it, even if it's Spore, which won't happen.
All right. Well, I won't be sharing screens for when I switch monitors to the new Pokemon. Oh, but you can see
That's
it. Never
fine.
mind. That works.
Oh, nope, yeah, I can see it.
All right. Well, let's.
I can also see the vertical, which also looks fine.
Perfect. Okay. Well, the people on vertical may have an issue. See, let's fix that. Oh, my face
They-
is way. Okay.
They could see the Pokemon, not the name, but they could see the Pokemon.
There we go. Better. Vertical's been taken
Alright,
care of a little bit.
perfect.
All right. So, Pidgeot. I'm so far removed from the last time we played this game that it's totally like I don't remember much. The last time we played, I was so
can
in
also
tune
pull
with
up
the
the,
move sets and whatnot.
I can pull it up. Pidgeot has mid stats. They probably also gave it a mid moveset, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I think when we had
It'll probably be usable, but not good.
yeah, when we had
It has Fly, Swift, Steel Wing, and Whirlwind. So it's got 2 stab moves, steel moves for rock types, and the useless Whirlwind.
Ad? Wow, Cyndaquil is spelled weird.
It also apparently has low attack DVs because it's listed as a girl on Bulbapedia.
I wasn't aware that. Oh, wasn't Ghastly absolutely useless? I think, or was that Gengar that was useless?
Gengar was useless. Ghastly has Shadow Ball, Psychic, Curse, and Confuse Ray. Confuse Ray
Oh,
is kind of bad. Shadow Ball is stab, even though it's physical. Psychic is good because it's special, and Curse, it does cut half your HP, but I mean, Curse is strong. And if they only have one Pokemon left and you have multiple, that's a win condition. Because Curse, even though it's not a great move, it does do a lot of damage.
that is true.
Is it going to be useful? Probably not, but it could be. More than Confuse Ray, at least.
Okay.
Okay,
So the thing
Scizor.
I've gotten Speed on board with this. Confuse Ray is actually a bad move. When people think about Confuse Ray, they think, oh, this is a move that I'm gonna use, and I only need the luck to go well a few times. But in fact, the turn you use Confuse Ray, you need them to hit themselves that first turn. So you already are starting with 50% chance, and then you probably want them to hit themselves in the next turn. So Confuse Ray really is based on the fact that you think that they're going to hit themselves twice in a row. So like it's really only 25% useful. Whereas Hypnosis has much higher ability.
If you gave me the option between Confuse Ray and Fissure, I would pick Fissure because if it worked, it would be really funny, and I'd only need it to hit one 30% chance. Confuse Ray, you have to hit multiple 50% chances.
Right, like I just did the math. Like I just said, it's based on the fact that you think that they're going to hit themselves twice in a row, because the second move is the one that's not Confuse Ray, and that's the one you really want to use. So it's really a 25% if you're going to use Confuse Ray versus the Fissure, which is 30%.
Fissure is also really funny if it works and you don't have to get as lucky for one singular Fissure. For multiple, yeah, you're gonna have to get lucky.
I think,
but it's easier to get because, like, oh, it's just one 30% chance versus, oh, you need 3 50% chance, which is lower than Fissure by a notable amount.
Fissure in this game is great. Every Pokemon, you can use it. I love it. Problem is only like Nidoking and I think Nidorino really get it.
Okay, I looked it up. The only Pokemon that actually gets Fissure in this is Diglett, though Nidoking and Nidorino do get Horn Drill.
Not just Fissure. I meant Horn Attack, Horn Drill as well. All right, so let's see.
Horn Drill is learned by Nidoran male, Nidorino, and Nidoking, so it's learned by all 3 of the Nidoking line, though let's be honest, we're only going to use the second or third one.
Right.
Despite they all have Thunder, actually. Nidoran has Iron Tail, Nidoking has Mud Slap, and Nidorino has Double Kick, which I mean, that's usable. Nidoking's probably the best because of raw stats, but the moveset ain't bad. Goldeen and Seaking also have it. Seaking, I think, honestly, might be better than Goldeen because it has Flail instead of Horn Attack. I mean,
well, Goldeen has stats that are just unusable.
Yeah, and Seaking has slightly better stats. Not good, but usable. And also Flail is good, and it's a physical attack. Well, it's good if you're at low HP, which you're gonna be at low HP because this is Stadium.
Okay, so Pidgeot, I think we're gonna hold on, let's see. Charmeleon's got 110, 95, 110. Cyndaquil's got, okay, so it's a step below, but what about, okay, so Fire Blast first. Okay, well, Charmeleon's just straight up better than Cyndaquil. Got it. I understand that Fire
Sizor
Blast
also
is
has
not better than Flamethrower, but when we're talking about very, very few teams have gotten past Will, I'll take the higher damage.
Sizor has crap moves. It's got Metal Claw, Cut, Leer, and Agility.
But it's 155 attack. That's like 50% better than most Pokemon.
Yeah, they had to give it a crap move set because in Gen 2, moves didn't exist. Pokemon just used Struggle. Except Heracross with Mega Horn, which for some reason they didn't fucking give it.
So, is Metal Claw like only good against rocks?
It's also good against ice types.
Right.
But that's mostly it. So it's good against Jinx as well. It's neutral against a fair amount of stuff, though a fair amount of stuff does also resist it. It's not very effective against steel, fire, water, or electric, so
Okay, well,
it's
Ghastly
decent against
will get
all of Will's
wrecked
team.
by all of them. So, I guess the last one has to be Scizor. Even though Scizor doesn't have high upside of damage, it also won't take much damage against anything but Kadabra.
Don't use Sizor Metal Claw against Bruno's Blastoise, Koga's Electrode, or Karen's Magmar. Or actually most of Lance's team, except for Tyranitar and Aerodactyl.
We have to get there first. Let's think about Wool first.
Either way, it's good against Will's team because nothing resists it.
Hey, John. I'm in the Jackbox group under currently streaming. If you want to join, I think you have the streaming rank. I think it's P-word hater. Okay, well, we won't survive another hit.
I just learned something new.
Uh-huh.
So you know how with some of the Pokemon they have the gender ratio is mostly male because only the girl Pokemon pass down their species and they don't want you to get a bunch of starters easily?
Hey, does Xatu have anything that can deal damage to Scizor? Because right now, Psychic doesn't really deal damage, and now that it's Fly.
It also has Psychic, Fly, Giga Drain, and Nightshade. Nightshade is fixed damage, and Scizor does have good defense, but its HP isn't as good, so that might be decent. Fly is also neutral because it's Steel, but also Bug. Psychic is special, but it probably won't do that much. Giga Drain, it's not going to use. He could also switch into Kadabra if he picked Kadabra or Clefable because they have Fire Punch and Fire Blast respectively, and that's going to one-shot.
There's not much we can do. If they have like Pokemon with those, Pidgeot will die to them too.
Yeah, because they have Thunder Punch and Thunder.
Xatu resist Steel? So many types resist Steel.
Xatu does not resist Steel. Steel is only resisted by Steel, Fire, Electric, and Water. Xatu is none of those. However, Steel does resist Flying, which may have been what you were thinking of. The type chart is kind of stupid.
I
cannot
forgot.
blame you ever.
I forgot this thing has the King's Rock.
King's Rock. Yep.
What now? Great hit. What next? Hit. That is the
Ah.
I'm checking, and none of these guys in the league have a regular berry as their held item. Karen actually said, "Nah, I don't need an item for Magmar because it doesn't have an item at all." They gave it no item before giving it a berry because it's just that useless. If Focus Band is in Gen 2?
It is, but I don't think it was ever good though.
It's not. and it still isn't. But apparently, it was in the fighting dojo and Route 26 in Crystal, held by a Rapidash in a rematch.
Oh, special defense is down.
Oh, you mean a phone call rematch?
Yeah, so basically not obtainable, and the fighting dojo is post game, so it's really fucking late. And it's also still terrible.
Thief exists.
Yes, Thief does exist, but it basically doesn't exist.
Oh wait, actually, doesn't Gen 2 Thief only steal berries?
No, I think it steals all items, though there is an AI quirk where it's specifically de-incentivized to not use Thief on the player, because in that gen, until like Gen 5, I think, if you thieved an item from a trainer, you would keep it, but that also applied to them thieving items from you. Unless it was like in the battle tower.
I can't think of anybody who uses Thief.
That's because they didn't want the player to lose items.
Yeah.
It also says scope lens, but somehow it's exclusive to Mystery Gift. Like, Mystery Gift was in Gen 2? I thought that was like a Gen 4 thing, because that's what they had the
Mystery Gift is like the second place prize from the radio tower daily thingy.
The commands are made.
I know this because I've never gotten a Master Ball, but I'm pretty sure I won the Mystery Gift once.
I'm pretty sure that's the...
That missed.
Or Mystery Berry.
The white hot battle continues.
Huh. Crit.
No, it's something separate. It says it's used with an infrared port on the top of the Game Boy, and it can interact with games like this one and Pokemon Pikachu 2 GS. What the hell is that?
Never mind. I'm thinking of the Mystery Berry. There's two Mystery Berries in Gen 2.
It's a Tamagotchi. It's a Tamagotchi.
No, they had its own name. It wasn't called Tamagotchi. It was called like Pokemon Pal or something. It was a little thingy
Pikachu
you put on your keychain and you took it everywhere with you. I remember this. I wanted one.
I'm reading the Bulbapedia page right now. It's not the Goldenrod Radio Tower lottery.
I remember, you know what the funny thing is, the way that little Tamagotchi thing worked, a step in real life worked like the daycare. So if you walked a lot in real life, your Pokemon would gain XP. Not worth it.
You're talking about, you may be thinking about the Pokewalker from Gen 4. I'm talking about a...
What? No, this existed in like Gen 2.
Okay, then you are talking about the one I'm looking at.
Yeah.
The box on it says Pokemon Pikachu 2 GS, so that's also what Bulbapedia calls it, so that's what it is.
Okay. If I recall, Machoke was actually quite good.
Okay, are you talking about the Lucky Channel? Because that's separate from the Mystery Gift.
I don't even know anymore.
Either way, I'm not talking about the lottery corner.
I remember I used to the little Tamagotchi thing. I wanted one so bad. I knew like 3 people that had one. This was like a thing. To be fair, although when I was in elementary school, that's when the Sapphire had come out. So, I mean, when I was a kid, it was still a little bit later than you'd expect.
The explanation is too long. This thing is basically unusable. I could read this description of the Gen 2 Mystery Gift for about 20 minutes, but I'll spare both of us that and just say you just cheated in.
I remember it. So it was like a daily thing, but it had to do with your like ID, but I don't remember much else.
That's the Pokemon lottery in the Goldenrod game corner.
Uh-huh.
Not the game corner, the radio tower.
Yeah. Okay, we're talking like 3 different things.
So the thing that's random that can give you a Master Ball in the Goldenrod radio tower, that's the lottery. The mystery gift, completely different. It interacts with different games, including Stadium 2, like here. And the Bulbapedia summary is not really a summary, it's more like a 12-page document.
Kind of like Bide.
So in other words, I don't think a kid could actually get the mystery gift to do anything back in the day, because compared to the modern mystery gift, it is like solving the Zodiac Killer's puzzles.
That makes sense. Good comparison. Even AI can't solve it right now because apparently the Zodiac Killer is really bad at spelling. That's not a joke.
It is funny though.
It's hard to find patterns when your patterns don't revolve around proper spelling.
Good English. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the reason why I didn't really talk about this team is because this team is going to get wrecked.
Yeah, Xatu Giga Drain sweeps half. Actually, more like 4 of the 5 Pokemon.
Well, we're gonna lantern the Xatu. Well, actually, Xatu's Mega Drain to be.
Nothing Xatu sweeps everything.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Lantern's got
Giga Drain.
Lantern has high HP and high special defense. I think because of not stab Giga Drain and how low power Giga Drain is, I think I could survive 3. No, sorry, I think I would die to 3. I'd survive 2.
Lantern has 125 HP and 76 special defense. Honestly, I expected more. But...
70? I thought it had over 100.
Yeah. That's Johto for you.
I remember playing Lantern and I'm like, this thing is a tank. It's like Lapras without the offense.
It has 125 HP, which is where the tankiness comes from. It has 58 attack, 76 special attack, 76 special defense, 58 defense, and 67 speed.
I don't know why I was looking over Machoke so many times. Machoke's getting one shot by all of them.
Yeah. Machoke has only enough brain cells to remind it to keep breathing, and not anymore. Same for Tyrantrum.
That's the T-Rex with the beard, right?
Yep.
I caught that.
Yep, Tyrantrum is the one with the beard. It's the counterpart of the one that looks like a Brontosaurus if it had butterfly wings.
There it goes.
All right, come on. Less than a third.
That was good.
I meant a third. Yes, perfect. That's exactly how much damage I wanted it to do.
I think that might be more than a third.
What I meant was survive 2. I wanted to survive 2.
Yeah. There.
Both get ready to go.
Do not crit. This isn't Gen 1 anymore. You don't get those crazy crits anymore.
I wish this thing got body slammed because its attack is crap, but Alakazam's HP and defense is more crap.
You know, I'm cool with this. We killed one of the hardest Pokemon on our team. I keep saying her. Will's a guy. Ugh. Got such a stupid hairstyle. It makes me feel like it's a chick.
He's a twink. Close enough. Look, I'm not wrong.
I know.
I don't blame you for making the mistake because the code in Gen 2, the way it actually determines what gender to assign to the Pokemon of a team, it actually just decides. It's actually through an assigned gender of the trainer instead, and they assigned Will as a girl in the code.
Fissure. Let's do this.
To make his Pokemon, to make the gender of his Pokemon also girls. They did the same for Bugsy.
No, not Xatu. Don't throw out Xatu.
fucking Zatu. Darn it!
You can't let me have any fun.
Terrifying fissure. That caused no damage at all.
It's right on the ground. You
I
can see its
hate
feet.
flying types!
Which affects the flow of battle.
Oh wait, no. Why did I switch to Kabutops? It's double weak to grass.
I have my own worst enemy, and that enemy is flying types.
Oh, it's Kabutops.
Me too. I just forget that, you know. Oh. Okay. Well, you
I'm
know,
my Kabutops.
this team had to die eventually. There was no way Diglett and Kabutops were going to defeat a Zatu.
Just one Pokemon remains.
I'm gonna see if
Pokemon
it
appears
gets
with a
body
cloud.
slammed in other
This is
games.
the last
Oh crap, I just realized I have not started the timer.
Oh,
Okay, we're 36 minutes into the stream, so we add 30 minutes to this, assuming 6 minutes of startup,
Okay,
so
I looked it
1640.
up. Lantern does not get body slam in any game, which, if I'm being honest, it looks like the kind of Pokemon that would get body slam. You get me?
Yep.
Like it's got that Lapras, oh, it can jump up and slam on you feel.
What? Does
Except it's more of like
use
a
Psychic
fish.
and not Giga Drain, which means when I swapped out into Kabutops, it was like almost cheating. Okay, now it shows.
It's crazy how different this game is. The normal difficulty curve is designed for cats licking each other, and this one is designed for actual gamers. Which one are you? I'm the cats licking each other.
You know, it's hard to say. The moment they changed the experience all was when Pokemon went downhill. I stopped having
Yeah.
to use other Pokemon. Diglett did his best. Okay.
Yeah, the Gen 6 XP share is they did not think about the XP share in Gen 6. They just did it because they thought, oh, it'll eliminate grinding, and it made it too easy because you got over leveled instantly.
Oh yeah. I battled the way I play the game is I just battle everything. When I play the games by myself, I just battle everything and anybody.
Yeah, and I do that a lot of the time too because I grew up in Johto, where
Well-
XP is more sacred than God.
Well, also it's just the way I played it. Like I said, I never read anybody's text, so I just
That's fair, but
talk to everybody.
yeah, that's fair. But like specifically, I was conditioned to see XP as sacred, better than gold, because I grew up in Johto where there was no XP.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I developed the talk to everybody strategy was because I played like my first playthrough of Gen 2 without Fly. Because
Yeah,
I
that's
talked
fair.
in my second playthrough, it still took me a long time to find it. Because I talked to her. I talked to everybody. It just happens that she doesn't give it to you the first time.
Yeah, he fixed that in Soul Silver.
What do you mean? You probably still have to defeat Chuck in Soul Silver, right?
Oh, you do. You do. She
Right.
just walks up and forces it on you.
Oh.
She just after you walk out the gym, it's like, oh, you. She sees you walk out and like, oh, you meet my husband. Take this CD. CD's nuts.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that unknown is useless. Let's see.
It only has hidden power, and it's probably not even a good hidden power. Nidorina has Strength, Bite, Blizzard, and Toxic. So it's mid.
Oh, they gave it
unfortunately, has hidden
all
power.
the basically Gen 1 moveset, but they got rid of the whole stopping you from using a turn thing. So Rapidash
It's a
went
Gen
from
1
one of the
moveset,
most
except
broken
the-
Pokemon in the game to one of the most useless.
It's the Gen 1 moveset, except it doesn't have the mechanics that made it actually good in Gen 1, so now it's just shit. I don't know
Yeah.
what hidden power type this is. It just says normal because that's the base type.
Yeah, it's funny.
But,
I was
does say
looking
unknown
into the Kaizo rule set today, and I couldn't help but notice that basically all of the trapping moves were banned.
Seal has Surf, Ice Beam, Headbutt, and Safeguard. 3 of those are useful.
But with 80
For-
special attack, that's so low. If I recall, Delibird
need
had
to
good
move-
moves.
I think that's actually lower than Seal's special attack. Tauros has Horn Attack, Pursuit, Rock Smash, and Scary Face. Pursuit is special, so it's crap, but I mean, it would actually let you get free damage.
Look at Delibird here.
If it was like something
It's
squad out.
180 power Blizzard with 100 special attack, which is 20% more than Seal.
Oh, you meant Seal had an active special attack of 80. I thought you meant like base.
No,
its
well,
base
the
special attack
base
is
speed is really
45.
the only thing that the base really matters. I'm just looking at the stat that it shows me, because you got to remember, Smoochum, they boosted Smoochum, so looking at the base doesn't
Smoochum
really
is
help.
actually good.
I know.
Yeah, Smoochum
So
is actually
looking at
good.
the base stats doesn't help. You have to look at the stats that it's been given.
Because of moves, Smoochum I think might actually be better than Jinx.
You know what's not fair? I bet you Will's probably one of the lowest paid Elite Four members, even though he has to do the most work.
Okay, yes. Smoochum has 30 less base special attack, but there's the DV, so that doesn't matter.
Ah,
Honestly, the stats aren't lower enough to matter.
60.
Smoochum's moveset is just so much better.
66 special. Oh, never mind. Wait, yeah, 66 special attack. Might as well not even have Pursuit.
If Executor is in and you think it might swap out, you could use that, but on anything else, yeah, it's kind of crap.
87, but it's weak to every Pokemon.
Executor has like crap special defense in Gen 2 onwards. In Gen 1, amazing special defense. In Gen 2 onwards, not so much. They actually buffed it in Gen 7
Holy crap.
to 75.
You won't
but in
believe this.
65,
Unknown has higher attacking stats than the vast majority of my Pokemon.
it's Stevie's. It's Stevie's.
I know, but it's still, if I know it, if we know it's hidden power, it might be playable.
I don't know its hidden power.
Who could possibly know its hidden power?
Wait. Cerebi, that's who.
Because I mean, if it's hidden power
Cerebi.
dark, it's playable. In
Retro
fact, if it's hidden
Pokemon.
power dark, it might be my best Pokemon here.
Level 50 rental. He doesn't say the hidden power.
Oh, okay. Well,
On
you know,
Cerebi, I don't know.
do we sacrifice this team to find out?
I don't know.
Sure, why not? I mean, unknown, you know, it might do something. I mean, the rest of my team kind of sucks. I got Tauros and Delibird, I guess.
Yeah, just do it.
If it's hidden power dark, it might sweep. No, I won't sweep, but 107 is not exactly 150.
Wait. I think I might be able to figure out what the hidden power is based off of off of the letter.
The commands are made.
Oh no.
A furious attack.
Literally the worst one we could have seen. Will at least live? Okay, we get one hidden power usage.
The hit glanced right on.
Neutral Giraffe Rig. Okay, well, it's not dark.
Action continues.
Okay,
Not dark or fighting. No way. Actually, fighting would be neutral. Never mind. It's not dark. Okay, we're dead.
S is either poisoned, ground, ghost, or steel.
Poison, ghost.
I looked it up. It's some Reddit post saying what the
Okay,
possible
well, it
types
could be
are.
it could be 3 of those. It's just not
Yeah,
ghost.
it's not ghost. It's not ghost. So it's either ground, steel, or poison. Wait, no, I was looking at P. Wait. Oh, wait. P and S both have the same possible types, which is poison, ground, ghost, and steel. So it's either poison, ground, or steel, which is like, why? It's probably poison. They probably made it poison just because of how stupid it is.
It's probably poison because it knows I hate poison types.
That's true, but also like poison as an offensive type isn't. Poison is like the normal type if it had different defensive properties, but the moves are just the same.
Not even half.
Prior to Gen 6, Poison might as well have not hit anything super effectively because it basically didn't.
Interesting.
The only exception is Gen 1 with Parasect.
I don't know how fast Delibird is, but if it's faster than Xatu, which I doubt,
it's like really dumb.
Then it, and if I get a crit on, possibly Executor, I could still technically win.
It's going to be slower than Xatu. It has 75 base speed. It also has shit bull. It has 45 base HP, 45 base defense, and 45 base special defense. So you're going to get one shot. This thing looks like a baby Pokemon.
But it had okay attacking stats.
Don't tell me Switch'em has.
Right. Okay,
Switch'em only has 25 less base stats than Delibird, but has better stats overall.
So you're saying Delibird's a glass cannon?
I would say Delibird is weaker than a baby.
Okay, here's the thing about the baby Pokemon. I've played them. They're actually good. They're just straight up good. I've used Magby. I think Magby's actually good. I've used Smoochum. I think Smoochum's actually good. I've never used the electric one, but I bet you it's good.
Pichu is crap. Elekid is
Elekid.
fun. Yeah, Elekid is the one that's the baby Electabuzz.
Yeah. I've never used it, but I bet you it's good. Magby, I think I remember Magby being like just a smidge better than everything. Like if you didn't do just a tiny bit of a little bit of extra training, it would be really hard. Like if you played minimum battles. But I remember if you did just a little bit of training, Magby was actually great.
What the heck? Okay, no. Delibird is literally weaker than Elekid. It has less of a base stat total. Though that may be a bit cheating because Elekid just looks like Electabuzz, but with low blood sugar.
Welcome back, Delibird. You let us down. I guess you're gonna go for round 2.
It has 130 less base stats, but it doesn't look like it.
Ooh, I like Ampros. That's got to have some great stats.
Okay, I'm not going to say that Elekid is a good Pokemon, but I'm saying I would consider actually using one instead of waiting for an Electabuzz.
So I couldn't help but notice this says unknown C on it. Does that mean I have 26 chances to get a node?
probably, but you can only select one form, so it doesn't actually count. It's like 26 chances, and then maybe the 2 extra ones that they added in Gen 3, the exclamation point and question mark. So it's either 26 or 28.
Well, that's not good. You know, we may have to use
Yep.
discretion on unknown if we keep on getting it every time. I don't remember getting it in the
But
previous streams.
But yeah, Ellicott is probably actually good. It has Thunderbolt, Screech, Headbutt, and Light Screen. Screech isn't good. Light Screen and Headbutt and Thunderbolt could prove useful. So yeah, Delibird is literally weaker than a
Or
baby,
drill.
and it's not even close. Magby also has pretty good stats. It's not as fast, but it has higher attacking stats. Not good attacking stats, 175 and 170, but it's probably actually good because of they gave it a bunch of stat XP and GVs because it's a baby.
I didn't really look at it, but it looked like Ampharos got Zap Cannon, so now I officially don't think Ampharos is all that good. But, you know, in a
Yeah, Ampharos has
game where
Zap
we
Ca-
keep on barely not, or in a game where we basically keep on losing to one guy, I guess a high, you call it, high luck based move could work.
I think Flaffy might actually be better than Ampharos because it has Thunder Punch and Fire Punch, which are consistent, and also Fire Punch.
There's no way. Oh, so you said Flaffy. I thought you meant Mareep.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
No. Mareep has Thunder, Headbutt, Light Screen, and Thunder Wave, which is honestly a worse moveset. Thunder does a lot of damage. Thunder Punch is better because it won't miss a bunch. Cotton Spore also lower speed. It is kind of useless, but it's better than Thunder Wave, I guess. Light Screen is decent. Fire Punch and Thunder Punch have very good coverage. Ampharos is just the either you miss or it's Swift moveset. Ampharos has 25 more special attack than Mareep, and 20 more in its attack defense, and 30 more in its special defense. But the moves might still make it better just because of the sheer inconsistency.
I want to bring Vulpix so bad, but its stats are just so low.
Dig hits, I think, nothing on Will's team super effectively.
Effect,
Yeah, no, it doesn't hit anything
Executor.
super effectively.
I mean, neither does
Dig.
Meganium.
I was saying Dig. The fire moves do hit some of the Pokemon super effectively, like Executor and Jinx.
Yeah, but the
Especially
Meganium can't
Executor.
hit anything super effectively, so it's almost like, you know...
It's a grass type. Of course it doesn't hit anything super effectively.
Right. Oh, right. Goldine's our second Pokemon.
Dodo taught me that grass types don't hit anything
Oh
super
my god.
effectively
How does
until
Delibird have 111 speed and 100... You told me Delibird's terrible. These stats are okay.
Its base stats are terrible.
Oh, okay. So they made it okay. Also, somehow Delibird was the fastest of my remaining Pokemon.
Those stats only exist because they gave it 15 in every stat and max stat XP.
All right, Ampharos, you've got one job. Hit them.
Ampharos is
Okay,
such
I
an accurate...
have Dynamic Punch. We could do this.
Ampharos, if you do this for me, I'm picking you in my next Soul Silver playthrough.
Interesting. Miss.
Ampharos has good... It'll survive. It has good HP and special defense. See? Ampharos has base 90 HP and base 90 special defense.
Yeah. Oh wait, that was like oh.
Oh my goodness!
And it had, you know, it has a little bit more than half, so I really needed it to hit itself one time.
That did like 80.
Yeah, but you know, you're right.
It might be a range to 2-shot, but we missed that range already. If it was a range.
I can't believe I hit it twice. Also, that second one did a lot more damage than the first one.
Swift. Use.
I did use Swift.
Good.
Didn't even matter.
Oh my god. Okay, that's ended. Zatu. Darn it.
Okay, I'm gonna actually use Zap Cannon because of stab, but also to slow it down.
Zap Cannon is basically a 100% chance to paralyze. It's 99.6, but it might as well be 100%. It's Gen 1 miss. Okay, darn it.
Crit. You know what's funny? I've gotten 1 crit and Will's gotten 4 since we started playing.
Okay, Kadabra has terrible physical bulk.
Delibird is completely and utterly incapable of defeating Kadabra, so we're going Horn Drill.
Oh god, you picked Goldeen.
I had to. We can do this. I can hit the Horn Drill.
That Will, please swap to Executor and get 1 shot. Darn it.
We can live. Yes. Hit it. Screw you, Goldeen.
Will, please throw this and swap to Executor.
Nope.
Darn it.
You failed me, you fish. You failed. You ruined the team. You ruined all the good work that Ampharos had done, hitting 2 dynamic punches. You know the kind of luck that took, Goldeen? It actually required more luck than you hitting Horn Drill.
Yeah, exactly. It was a 25%.
Right.
Actually, it's even more. Actually, we did kind of get even more lucky because they hit him. The Clefable hit herself in confusion, which is another 50%. And if she didn't, we would have gotten hit because she was faster.
Okay, well, it's funny how the relatively accurate-ish moves are missing and the inaccurate moves we're hitting.
We basically got a fissure hit and then we missed the actual fissure. I'm gonna scour through the Pokemon to try to find some that would be good free picks in the case you get.
I think we've already established what our free pick was. I can't remember what it was, but there's one Pokemon that just completely defeats Will all by himself.
I found the round 2 Pokemon that does that. It's called Heracross. They gave it Mega Horn in round 2. Also Thief and Leer and Rock Smash, but those don't matter. People in competitive Gen 2 use Heracross for what thing, basically. A kind of Gen 3 too, but it just spam Mega Horn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just spam Mega. It's so good. I actually did it in the Gen 4 Battle Tower with the Choice Scarf because it was just that good. The only problem with Heracross was, random Alakazam that outspeeds. No, just Mega Horn. Gligar in round 2 is still crap. It's got Guillotine. I should probably.
Well, we're not playing. We're not going to be playing round 2.
I scrolled down too far.
Oh, Horn Drill.
It's labeled as Prime Cup / anything goes. Okay, let's see.
Interesting.
Was the free pick Entei because of Fire Blast spam?
Entei's garbage.
Yeah, fair. Switchum's okay.
I literally cannot remember. I don't think it was Wobbuffet either.
Switchum has Psychic, Blizzard, Sing, and Sweet Kiss. Wobbuffet is they gave Wobbuffet its normal move set because they physically were incapable of giving it anything else because the move deleter was in Gen 3. Well,
The
actually, no,
move
it was
deleter is
Gen 2.
absolutely in Gen 2. You can remove.
I messed up. It was the move reminder that was in Gen 3. So, like, they would have permanently just destroyed that Wobbuffet forever. It also literally only gets 4 moves.
Igglybuff was in Gen 2? Interesting.
Yeah, the baby Pokemon were mostly in Gen 2.
I just didn't know Igglybuff was. I just thought for some reason that was Gen 3.
I think there are like 3 baby Pokemon that. Okay, there's a few more. Most of the baby Pokemon were in Gen 2. Mantike is Gen 4, I think. Or is it Gen 3?
And I've never
Mantike
even.
is either Gen 4 or Gen 3. Riolu is Gen 4.
But Mantine's
Mantike-
not strong enough to have a pre-evolution. Its regular evolution needs buffing.
Sometimes they just say, screw it, we can't help this, give it a baby Pokemon as a buff. And they did that with Mantine. They did also give it an HP buff in
Ooh,
Gen 7,
holy
but,
crap.
like,
Abra is actually still like one of the best Pokemon, regardless of being basically a baby.
it's a baby Pokemon, except instead of making it crap because of stats, they gave it a different element of babies that makes it useless. It doesn't do anything.
It has Psychic and Ice Punch.
I mean through level up it only gets teleport. On its own, babies do nothing. You have to teach them stuff. Abra is the exact same way. Except instead of teaching the baby how to use the toilet, you give it a CD and it learns Ice Punch. You get me?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So. Icy Wind? That's what you gave it as its one ice move? Okay.
This isn't even Price's Pile of Swine. Price's Pile of Swine is worse. It doesn't have Earthquake. It has, like, no ground moves.
Oh, I accidentally did a Letty-Ba, not a Ledian. Oh well. I wasn't going to use Ledian anyways.
It's the same thing. They're both useless.
Really, it's do we want Jigglypuff? Okay, so it's what order? Piloswine, Nidorino, Abra, always. But what order?
Steve, guess what physical normal move they gave Ledian?
Swift.
Hyper Beam.
Oh, that's actually not that bad considering it probably will die in 2 hits.
They gave it Hyper Beam.
Well, you know, you
This
throw the
thing can
Hyper
learn
Beam
Hyper
out there,
Beam.
and then it dies, and that's what it does.
I know, it's just really funny that this thing of all Pokemon can learn Hyper Beam. I'm gonna go to the list of Pokemon that can't learn Hyper Beam. It's gonna be one of those ones where it's like, oh, this one can't learn Hyper Beam. Okay, for some reason it's not one of those ones where it doesn't.
I went with Abra for the high probability of Xatu.
Okay, I have weird news.
Okay.
Alolan Grimer can learn Hyper Beam. Cantonian Grimer cannot. Both versions of Muck can learn Hyper Beam, though.
Kadabra
I
has...
don't know why.
Darn. Freeze. That doesn't matter.
Rhyhorn
Freeze.
also learns Hyper Beam exclusively in Legends Arceus, which honestly that sounds like a kind of Gen 1 thing if they do.
Well, we're doomed.
Oh, we were already doomed. We had a Letty-Ba on our team.
I was really
hoping. The kind
hoping.
of team you'd roll up to. This looks like the kind of team you'd roll up to, like.
I mean, it has 3 unplayable Pokemon, and the playable ones aren't that playable. That did more than half?
Half of,
Come on.
half of these Pokemon would be illegal to have before Whitney, and somehow it looks like the exact kind of team you'd roll up to Whitney with.
Oh, I got a crit. Yay, good for me. I don't know if that mattered. Kadabra probably wouldn't have survived Stab Earthquake anyways. But now it's Will 4, me too.
Two Pokemon remain on each side. Sparks are flying from both teams. A Psychic Blast. Great hit. Oh, and down it goes.
Question is, will Nidorino even survive a hit? I don't even know. I doubt it.
Probably not.
Pokemon
Yeah.
Nidorino isn't bad, but it does one thing. That thing is attack.
It does Horn Drill, and then it does some more Horn Drill, and then you try another Horn Drill after that if it lives.
Precisely, that's an attack.
Wow.
Nidorino spams RNG moves, and then it does a good amount of damage with Horn Attack or some crap, and then it dies.
And there goes the battle.
Boy, Will truly is the champion. Honestly, every time we've gotten past Will, we've actually made it quite far.
This isn't a real Pokemon game because in real Pokemon games, Will is basically free.
Yeah, I mean, you can beat Will with basically just return only.
Most psychic types are actually not weak to physical moves as just entirely. They're not weak to types, no, it's just physical moves. The exceptions are like Exeggutor,
Ooh, Steelix
And,
was actually very good against Will.
Slowbro. Yeah, he's got that psychic resist.
Yeah, I think the only one he's bad against is Kadabra.
He's also bad against Clefable because Blizzard is neutral and Fire
Oh,
Blast is super
this team.
effective.
This team's gonna do
But
it.
like, if Will somehow brought Xatu, Girafarig, and Exeggutor, Steelix could do a lot. Like, Girafarig has Earthquake, yeah.
Oh
also it's a
no. Is this team really all just gonna be front-ended Pokemon where all the good Pokemon are right at the beginning? Oh, a free choice. Oh,
Never mind it.
oh,
Okay.
what? Okay. I'll stick in Mewtwo for now. And I don't think Game Dev's here
Okay.
to kill our team when we finally make it to the, Lance. Oh wait, no, Lance is the last
Okay,
one.
what Pokemon-
It would be.
I could look up the movesets. Which Pokemon do you think would be good?
I don't remember. I'm just gonna have to relook at a lot of them.
The Kadabra has Psychic, Thunder Punch, Reflect, and Kinesis. Those last two are useless. A Thunder Punch and Psychic's very good. Again,
Hold on.
Abra
I think it
also
might have been one of
Psychic,
the.
Psychic.
It might have been one of the legendary birds. I think was one of the really really good ones.
Okay, I can pull them up.
I don't think the moves were good.
yes.
The stats were just unbelievably good.
Articuno has Blizzard, Razor Wind, Mimic, Curse. Moltres has Fire Blast, Sky Attack, Roar, and Endure. Zapdos has Thunder, Rock Smash, Detect, and Flash.
Hmm.
It probably wasn't Articuno.
All right, hold on. Starmie.
I'm thinking either Zapdos or Moltres if you go with one of the birds.
I feel like if I go through the list, I will probably remember it. I gotta see it to remember it, probably.
Magmar has nothing. Never
Okay,
mind.
so let's see.
Uh,
You've got Psybeam, but not much else.
it might have been one of them. Might have been Staryu. I know you already have Starmie, but Staryu has Psychic.
Yeah, I know
Hydro Pump, Thunder,
Staryu
and
has got a
Recover.
real good moveset. I think Starmie was got a lot more luck-based moveset.
Starmie has Waterfall, Zap Cannon, Rapid Spin, and Hardens. So it still has an electric move, though it is a worse one. Blissey has Egg Bomb, Blizzard, Dream Eater, and Sing. And that's not a great moveset, but remember, Blissey is a special tank, and this is a psychic Elite Four member.
That hasn't made a difference so far. It just means one more attack. Do you want to get 2-shot or do you want to get 3-shot is really the difference between a psychic tank and a not. 2 or 3-shot, it's not a big deal.
Most of this team is special. I'll keep looking though.
Oh, you at Gengar. Why did they make you so bad?
They knew he would be too good.
Oh wait, hold on. Haunter was good.
Yeah, Haunter has Shadow Ball, Giga Drain, Spite, and Destiny Bond. Spite is not good. Destiny Bond and Giga Drain and Shadow Ball are.
So I think with
Destiny
Haunter,
also...
you can knock out one Pokemon and then you can use Destiny Bond, and that was a good strategy against Will.
Yeah, because it has very high base speed, even in comparison to Will's Pokemon. It has 95 base speed. That's the same as Xatu, except it has a lower base stat total, so they're going to give it more stat XP and DVs, so it's actually going to be higher. Let me look up Kadabra's base speed. I think it's fast. Okay,
Kadabra's way faster,
base speed,
but its moves
like,
just aren't going to work against Will.
I was talking about Will's Kadabra. Like, for dealing with Will's Kadabra. Kadabra has a higher base speed, and actually, yeah, I don't think Haunter
right.
can deal
Online
with Kadabra
Blue is
very
right.
well.
Kadabra or Haunter doesn't survive a hit from anything. We've had this conversation in the past, so it's basically just use Destiny Bond and then die.
Which, I mean, it is at least a good trade. Destiny Bond works until the user uses another move. So if you Destiny Bond and they swap, just Destiny Bond again and they KO you, and then they KO themselves.
It might be Wobbuffet, unfortunately.
So Drio has Fly, Try, and well, it's supposed to pretty much just Fly, Try Attack.
Wait, Moltres only has 135. Wow, they really nerfed him. Dang. We're only having 5 PP of Fire Blast, and that's basically it. And that's the best one of the 3, because this one has Sky Attack. The other 2 have garbage.
I'm looking for something good against Psychics, and like...
Oh, hold on. Look at this. 128 special attack Thief. 118 special defense. Just an interesting thought.
Use that against Xatu. Because the King's Rock. It's slow, so it probably won't flinch, but it's really helpful. Because it just completely counters the King's Rock.
Just do. Oh, I changed the... Okay. Stats are just so low.
But I was thinking of Tyranitar.
Oh no, Tyranitar is literally a dead Pokemon, I think.
The moveset's too bad. The moveset's too bad. Houndoom is also too bad. Are there any fucking good dark types here? I'm afraid the answer is no.
It looks like the answer is Wobbuffet.
The only half-decent dark type here is Umbreon.
Okay. So, items. What does Wobbuffet get?
Wobbuffet has the normal moves.
Oh, Wobbuffet's the one we would give more HP to, right? Just because
Oh,
it's
yeah, yeah.
more like counter and more like just damage to throw back.
Actually, paralysis could be really bad. Though
But
Barry would also
he
be
doesn't
good.
use any electric moves, at least not against Wobbuffet.
Hey, I would use Shadow Ball on Kadabra or Giraffe Rig.
Oh man, we had Wobbuffet down to a science last time we played.
Counter works on Shadow Ball despite not working on ghost types because it is physical. And he doesn't have any ghost types. So if you counter Shadow Ball despite it lowering special defense, it will work.
Paralyze, burn. Sleep.
Look up Gyarados' moveset. Okay, Gyarados has no physical moves.
Yeah, but Gyarados is an okay special attack. He's not good. He's just okay.
No, Gyarados has base 60 special attack and has high stats, so they probably did not give it much DVs or static speed.
Oh, I didn't
Its
know
moveset
that.
is terrible. Its moveset is terrible. It has Waterfall, Dragon Rage, Twister, and Leer. Leer on a move set with no physical moves. They might as well have only given it 3 moves. Something they actually did do to Magikarp.
Oh, I see. 83 special attack. Yeah, that makes sense. Gyarados is actually not good, huh?
Gyarados has base 60 special attack, which is you always say that Jolteon has shit physical attack, right?
Okay, so right now it seems like Will starts out with Kadabra 50% of the time and Xatu 50% of the time. So I don't think we start with Steelix. I think we start with just Wobbuffet.
Yeah, Steelix could rough up Xatu, but the risk of running into Kadabra isn't worth it.
Whoa! Following the
Plus, he'll actually just swap out into Kadabra.
the Elite Four have barred the way.
Yeah,
Battler in Will,
or
the psychic Pokemon
either Kadabra or Clefable. Both
Okay.
of them have fire moves.
Hello,
Either
Jonathan.
way.
Welcome to the stream.
Hey, John.
No, Jonathan. Okay,
Hey,
so it is
Jonathan.
Xatu. Do you remember what he used last time? I don't think he uses Psychic. I think he goes with Fly. No, he might go with
Psychic is
Nightshade.
resist-
If he goes with Nightshade, it might be counter.
I don't think he's going to go with Giga Drain because Nightshade and Fly both seem like they would deal more damage because Psychic's resisted, Giga Drain isn't stab. Fly is stab, and Nightshade is fixed damage. Either way, it's going to use a fit. Oh, I was wrong.
I just remembered this. Yeah, this is what he did last time too. And then I think he switches back and forth from physical and special. We're gonna go counter again.
Oh, right.
The white hot battle continues.
There we go. All right, the next one's Nightshade.
A light hit.
Or sorry, the next one we're using.
What's that? That's it.
Now, how much do we trust this whole
That is a
flipping
lot of
physical?
damage.
How much do we trust this whole he switches back from physical to special thing? Because if he does, then we want to go with Mirror Coat.
Psych him out. Use Mirror Coat. He's at low HP. He might want to use Giga Drain.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah, I think we figured him. He does switch back and forth.
That is pathetic damage. This might be a 3-shot. Oh, I was wrong. He
We're
was barely any of the HP.
we're at
bar, but I
half,
guess he
so
does have
we
a
could
massive
still die
HP.
to a Shadow Ball. But if there is a Shadow Ball,
That-
okay. Now the question
A
is,
Shadow
will we
Ball
die
from
to Shadow
Giraffe Rig?
Ball?
Yes.
It's not a stab Shadow
Giraffe Rig-
Ball.
Giraffe Rig does have Shadow Ball. Let me look up its base attack and I'll guesstimate from there because they usually give it about even static speed.
No. What I want to
Rig
know
is-
is, does Giraffe Rig have a non-damaging move?
No, it has Psybeam, Stomp, Earthquake, and Shadow Ball. It's going to want to use Shadow Ball. it only has physical moves except for Psybeam, which it's not going to want to use because it's Psybeam against a Wobble.
I know, but I'm thinking about instead of going with counter, which could be luck based, just going with Destiny Bond like 5 times in a row.
Giraffrig has kind of low base HP. It's base 70.
Yeah, but
And Shadow Ball is strong. I think counter is the play because Mirror Coat, unless it uses Psybeam, which I think is very unlikely because it's resisted and weak.
okay.
See? I think you survived this. Giraffrig is
Oh,
more
he's
of a
dead.
special-
He's dead.
Yeah,
That was like almost 100 damage.
What would do? A crushing blow. It used its
Darn it!
to restore HP.
Okay, the play may be to swap.
Hold on. No, if it didn't die, then that means we can take another hit. That's how math works. If we couldn't survive another hit, we wouldn't have survived that hit.
I think maybe you should use Destiny Bond.
Well, does it matter now? They do the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what you said? Giraffrig's slow, right?
I said it has low base HP. It's 85 base speed.
It's
Which is
fine. We'll
actually
just throw
on
out
lower.
Starmie and finish off Waterfall.
Starby could 100% outspeed in one
Isn't
shot.
Waterfall 100% accurate?
It is 100% accurate. The
Good.
only the water moves that aren't 100% accurate are Water Tail, which isn't in this game, Hydro Pump, which it doesn't have, and I know there are others, but I can't remember them. Waterfall is 100% accurate though, and it's not even like Stadium 1 where it has a Gen 1 miss, which is like 156 times 2. It can't miss.
Okay. Literally anything but Executor.
Oh, it's Clefable. It's down to the last Pokemon now.
I'm not sure how
This
I
has
think
Thunder.
about Clefable.
Pokemon is
It has Thunder.
the 10th
What are your other Pokemon?
Does it have
Steelix?
Fire Punch?
It has Fire Blast.
Oh, come on. It has moves to counter both of my Pokemon.
This thing is highly stupid.
So you're telling me I have to go for the high probability Zap Cannon?
They're eyeing each other.
Basically, yeah. Zap Cannon into Waterfall Scam.
What's this? Oh, that
No, it's got Thunder
Fable,
and
if you
Fire.
hit this, I'm banning you.
A crit on top of this game cheats so hard. 5 crits to 2.
only one Pokemon left for battle. Oh,
I'm not gonna win. It has Fire Blast.
the last Pokemon.
It's more.
Okay, next time I use a Clefable, I'm naming it something extremely rude. My bully, we already lost.
Yeah,
Starmie.
he's a little behind.
the
Welcome,
stream
welcome
is a
to the
bit
7
behind.
seconds ahead club.
Drill the weakness.
The opponent can't miss.
Now. Hit.
If you didn't know.
There, defense stat went down.
Okay. All we need is a Fire Blast missed followed by an Iron Tail hit.
Clefable, I swear to God.
Online bully Mud Slap. Mud Slap only works when you have, when you can redo the battle over and over again. No one actually would attempt to Mud Slap when it's just, you get one shot at it. Cheating Clefable. First of all, the odds of hitting Thunder, Fire Blast, pretty low. Thunder crit, Fire Blast, even lower. Unbelievable. Okay, so that's 50. We grabbed the clutches of defeat out of the jaws of victory. Because really, that was our game to lose, and somehow we lost. Oh, no, actually, let's throw another stat on there. Sorry, it's Zap Cannon miss, followed by Thunder crit, followed by Fire Blast hit, followed by Fire Blast hit. You also got to remember that if I had hit that Zap Cannon, even if they still crit star me, then Steelix would have outsped, and I would have won with 2 Iron Tails. So that miss of Zap Cannon, actually, it would have been probably 1 Iron Tail because Zap Cannon was... Oh, no, Zap Cannon was not stabbed, so probably still would have been 2 Iron Tails. But still.
It's still 100 base power.
150.
Which is a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think that, no, they made it 120 in later games.
Well, I was adding
100.
stab.
If it was stab, yeah, it'd be 150, but it's just Starmie.
All right. Our very own Zatu.
I swear if this Zatu does absolutely nothing, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Well, our Zatu's worse than his Zatu. We already know this for a fact.
This Zatu has Fly, Future Sight, Nightshade, and Flash. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's bad. Pinsir.
I would have rather had Togetic.
If I recall, Pinsir only has Vice Grip. Ooh, Draft Rig, that's good.
It also has Fury Cutter and Submission, though in this case it's basically just Vice Grip because Fury Cutter is crap and it's a Psychic Specialist. Okay, well except for Clefable.
Okay, so far this team is dying very quickly. Okay. I will use redoing unknowns with my discretion. I will not redo it this time.
The Draft Rig we have access to has Psychic, Stomp, Baton
Yeah,
Pass,
I know, but unfortunately it's still not very good.
Yeah.
They lowered its stats, whereas Will's stats are increased.
Yeah, though a certain Pokemon, if it actually did get Baton Pass Agility, might actually be able to handle this. Let me look.
I would never use that combo, even if my life depended on it. The idea of taking a hit on the turn I use Agility and taking a hit on the turn I use Baton Pass is just asinine. All right. Apparently I can't spell because I was looking up Giraffe Rig when I should have been looking up Seal.
These Pokemon are all crap.
Oh yeah, this team's dead.
I was looking at the list of rental Pokemon when I said that, but yeah, this team in particular is garbage. All the rental Pokemon here suck, but this one in particular is terrible.
Yep. The only way
Except
I can win with this team is with a lot of luck, so I need some luck-based team members.
You basically need shiny. You basically need like 3 shinies.
Okay, so
I gotta go fix my hair, so I'll be back.
all right, Zatu's fast. Golbat's kind of fast, but Golbat dies. Pinsir is fast-ish. Okay. Okay, Pinsir has no luck-based moves. Zatu has Flash. Seal has Ice Beam. And Giraffrig's just our best Pokemon. Special attack of 121. Oh, no special attacks except for Future Sight, which is not an attack. 102 regular attack, with stab. Honestly, Zatu could probably defeat Executor. And possibly Kadabra, but Kadabra's got Thunder Punch and is faster, so probably not Kadabra. Oh, actually, I bet you because Zatu could probably beat Jinx, but again, I think Jinx is probably faster than Zatu and probably has Ice Punch. So really, Zatu can only beat Executor. And that's a big if. We've learned Executor can take a hit. Golbat, unfortunately, doesn't have any luck-based moves. It doesn't even have Confuse Ray, which is just sad. Okay, let's just get this one over with. Draft Rig, Zatu's Seal. Honestly, I probably should just throw out Unknown at some point, just to get another shot at seeing what its hidden power was.
I'm back.
Welcome back. What a shock. We keep on preparing for Zatu going first, and every single time we hope Zatu goes first, he doesn't go first. Okay, so that means Giraffe Rig's on the team because they're going to throw out... Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, that means Giraffe Rig's not on the team.
What's the opening gambit? Whoops, that missed. It's a fierce battle.
Oh, this means I can use Agility next turn.
What'll it do? Great hit. How's that? A light attack.
Wait a second. If I use Agility next turn, then I'm going to get hit the following turn because I'll attack him before he attacks me. And I don't have any Pokemon that can really take a fly either. The best one is already out.
They're eyeing each other warily.
Oh, I know. We'll go Agility into Baton Pass into Seal, and Seal with Ice Beam, sped up Ice Beam.
Yeah.
Not a good strat.
Seal also has. Yeah, but we don't have good Pokemon, so we don't get to pick.
A hot battle is unfolding.
Oh, that was close.
It used baton pass. Other Pokemon take
For a second there, I was like, I didn't get to pick yet.
Hands are many.
That could have been bad.
Oh, it's Seal.
What is that?
Yes, it's a
Hey,
hit.
that did a lot less than I expected.
Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Seal has basically nothing except bulk, so
All right, Speedy Seal, do your stuff.
There it goes.
get a freeze.
That was perfectly.
Come on, that's like half.
That is not Ice Beam damage. That is Aurora Beam damage.
Right.
The white hot battle
He's gonna swap out, isn't he?
Here comes
Fucking
the
did it.
Pokemon.
I can't believe it.
I swear if he swaps into Jinx, that's
Freeze, freeze,
Kind
freeze,
of works.
freeze, freeze, freeze,
Freeze,
freeze,
freeze,
freeze,
freeze,
freeze.
freeze,
Oh,
freeze,
God, it's
freeze.
nothing. It
Darn
did
it.
nothing. Oh.
that is not even Aurora Beam damage. That is not even
Hold on.
Powder Snow damage.
We
That is-
we still have agility. We can get another freeze. Let's do this. Freeze, freeze, freeze,
that is bubble damage. Freeze, freeze,
freeze,
freeze.
freeze, freeze. No.
Okay, but like legit, that looks like bubble damage.
Hey, you know, we went with the high variation strategy. See, this is one of the things that Speed couldn't understand. Speed's like, you pick the best 3 Pokemon. And like, you got to understand, this team's bad. So what you have to do is you have to go for the highest probability at winning Pokemon. The highest
This team
probability of
doesn't
winning is getting like freezes. So that's why Seal was on this team, was because Seal could get a freeze, and Golbat didn't have Confuse Ray, and Pinsir didn't have a luck-based move. So Seal had the highest probability of resulting in a win. Does
Yeah, like this team doesn't have anything, so we have to use what it does.
Does Clefable have Shadow Ball?
It has Psychic, Thunder, Blizzard, and Fire Blast, so it's got super effective moves on Xatu, but not on Girafarig, though it does have some fairly high power moves.
Yeah, well, not much I can do.
It does, however, have low base speed, so I'd say Stomp.
Oh, I went with Psychic just because the higher power.
It does have higher power, but Clefable has.
Oh my god, I got a crit.
Special.
Now it's 5-3 crits.
Clefable does have very good special defense. It's like 90 something versus like 70 defense or something like that. Girafarig's attacking stats are fairly balanced. Okay. Clefable has 73 defense base and 90 special defense base. It doesn't have those actual stats, but it shows you that the special defense is higher.
Yeah, but Psychic was 33% stronger than Stomp, and that it was the special defense 33% stronger on Clefable.
I was just hoping for the flinches. Psyche only has a 10% special drop chance in Gen 2.
I don't care about the special drop chance. I was like, is Clefable's special defense 33% higher than its defense?
I was more thinking about flinches, which is 30% on Stomp. Girafarig has Shadow Ball for Xatu, but at Stomp, but that's it.
No. See, here's the thing. We're going Flash. There's 2 Pokemon left. We have to
Honestly,
get some luck.
Just use Flash. Yeah, just use Flash. Mods Flash this guy.
Come on! Isn't Flash like 90% accurate? Come on!
It's 70%, but the fact it's 70% is stupid because it's even after the Flash. It's not even a guaranteed miss.
Wow, the opponent has 1 Pokemon or 2 Pokemon left, so like, I needed HP.
You hit. Okay, I need to get a soda.
Actually, I have to hit the rest of them anyways. 51 lost teams.
Let's shoot for 151.
God, it's
So
it's almost like I need to keep a counter on how many teams have even beaten Will total.
You do that. I'm gonna go put some nuggets in my air fryer or something. I don't care. I'm hungry.
Okay. Welcome back. Let's see what Pokemon we're gonna get next. All right, and okay, Dunsparce. I feel like Dunsparce is the most middle Pokemon I've ever seen. It's like most mid of mid Pokemon. It's like in between a Pidgey and a Pidgeotto, but not as good as a Pidgeotto. Delibird. Okay. So far, Delibird is Not good today. Very, very bad. All right. Well, that Pokemon will never see the light of day. It might as well just read Metapod. Oh no. And he's gonna come back and see, like, this is the worst team we've had so far. we have no playable Pokemon so far. Oh no. Oh. Okay, we have one playable Pokemon. Yes, this is what you call a team. This is a ragtag team of, you know, Pokemon. All right. Oh, whoops, that was not Dunsparce. That's right. They don't have to be in order. I just prefer them to be in order. Lediba. Chikorita. Followed by Charmander, both in the C's. And Vaporeon, all the way at the end. Alright. Please tell me Vaporeon has moves. Waterfall, Quick Attack. Gonna be a short one. For a team that I don't, the teams that I don't care about even a little bit, I don't even bother assigning the berries. The team with the Gyarados is like, okay, I'll pick some berries on this one. Okay, well, the Vaporeon doesn't have an ice move, so that's not good. Dunsparce. Strength, Dig, 100 attack. Low speed. Alright, well, you know, we're gonna throw out Delibird. Because why not? No, we're not. Oh, that's stupid.
Okay, I'm back, guys. What's going? Oh my goodness!
What's wrong? What happened?
I thought this was supposed to be a team, not a daycare.
It is a daycare.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Whoa! Following the challenge.
We're part of the practice regiment. We're trying to train these Pokemon and make sure that they're in tip-top fighting shape.
This team looks like it has less offensive capability than a bunch of cats licking each other.
Cats have claws, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Go! Vaporeon, use your one attacking move. Hey, at least I didn't get a special drop. That's something. Ooh, less than half.
Dragonite Flush.
Oh, actually, no,
Please
hold
give
on.
us your power.
This could work out. We could quick attack on turn. Oh, never mind.
I actually have a Dragonite Flush on my desk. I rub its belly for good luck. I've been rubbing it for most of this stream because we've needed it. I don't think it's working.
No. I mean, it worked for one team. We had one team, and the one team almost won, and the game cheated.
We need to. The Dragonite's belly needs to recharge the luck. We need to go to the reserve luck plushie.
We need it. We need another Wobbuffet, you know?
Oh, Goodra plushie. Give us a Wobbuffet.
How many Pokemon plushies do you have?
Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 is Turtwig on my bed. I put him on my bed because usually I put him next to my Cyndaquil plushie, but he messes with my cord, so I don't like that. So I put him on the bed because he got in the way of the cord.
Combatants face each other.
Yeah, that'll teach him.
What's next?
You know what? I'm not using the mouse much right now because I'm not playing a game. He gets to come back.
What's this?
The
That's it.
Turtwig of Luck.
Oh, knockout.
I've been meaning to buy one, but I saw it was like $300.
The next Pokemon needs to be
Mine is
prepared.
like regular size. I don't think there's a Turtwig plush that's that expensive.
No. I saw. I mean, I've never really looked into plushies, but I saw a post one day that like they came out with all of the Eevee evolutions that were like life-sized, and all of them were $300.
That's because of their size, not because they're just Eevee.
What will be next?
The one I have appears to be listed on the Pokemon Center website for $20.
It's a fierce battle.
That is a lot. That is probably more than they should be charging for a plushie, but it is a lot less than $100.
A furious attack. That inflicted some damage. No, it is.
But yeah, the ones you were talking about are listed for like $400.
Oh god, they're even higher now. I'm pretty sure they were 350, but I rounded down.
Go into
Okay, the one the Umbreon and Espeon ones are 400. The other ones might be cheaper,
Come
but they're probably
on.
like
Okay,
in the
now
back.
it's 6 crits to 3.
Just one Pokemon remains.
My Delibird had 2 shots to hit Blizzard there, and unfortunately got crit on the second one.
Last Pokemon. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Charmander could learn Dragon Breath?
Okay, it's a TM. It learns it because it's a TM in Gen 2 for some reason.
I know, but I'm
The
just saying it could. I never really thought it could.
How's that?
It learns Dragon Breath because it's
Make that 6 to
dragon.
4 crits.
Oh, and down it goes.
But
Unfortunately,
yeah, the other evolution plushies are also 400.
if I were to get a plushie though, I'm not really into like the small ones. I get like a really big Snorlax if it were me, like a big one,
I think there is a life-size Snorlax
like
plushie.
a 5-foot one or a 6-foot one.
Yeah, that probably is the life-size Snorlax one. I don't know if they have it on the.
I don't know if it
center.
exists. All I know is I want it.
I've seen a life-size Snorlax plush, or maybe not life-size, but one that's very large.
I'm not
One
really
that you
into.
could probably sleep on.
I don't really have like a lot of things. Like moving was actually a lot less stuff than you'd think. It's just a lot of heavy stuff.
I'm looking through the Pokemon Center website. I don't think they have the life-size Snorlax plushie on here, but I've seen one that's very close to life-size.
I have a
maybe
lot of
life-size according to the
specific
Pokedex.
wants. Like I don't really want a lot of things. Like I actually don't have like any action figures, dolls, plushies, or any of that stuff. But like if I were, I would get like a large Snorlax, like I said, or I get like a Power Ranger helmet, but specifically a red Power Ranger helmet from season 1, or a red
That's
Power
pretty-
Ranger helmet from this space season. But all my wants are very expensive.
Yeah, life is too expensive. But yeah, they have a 59-inch Snorlax plush that you could just lay on.
56-inch, that's 4 feet. I guess that works. Yay, free choice. This team is good. Wobbuffet, welcome back. You're the only thing that's stopping Will at the moment.
Wobbuffet, my goat.
Magnemite, okay.
My friend Coles really likes Magnemite, but it's only really good once it evolves fully.
Well, actually, I
Or
think Magneton's bad in this game because it has Zap Cannon, I want to say.
okay, it gets better when it evolves if you have an actual person designing the move set
Okay, I believe
and
Jinx
not
does
a
have
person
Ice Punch,
casually
which
using it.
makes Jinx actually good against that too.
Yeah, I think it's like Ice Punch, but the other move is like Confusion. Okay, yeah, Ice Punch, Confusion, Lick, Mean Look. So Smoochum is better, but the moveset isn't terrible.
So as a kid, I actually thought Hoppip was the worst Pokemon in the entire game because Hoppip starts with Splash and gets no attacking moves, kind of
Magikarp.
like no, because I didn't really catch Magikarps like Metapod. Um,
Actually, yeah.
but the thing is, Hoppip doesn't learn another move that's not Splash for a while. So like it
It's
was
kind of like
worse than Metapod.
it's like a middle ground between Magikarp and Weedle. But if it was a grass flying type.
Wow. Wait, hold on. Actually, I want to see the stats on Ampharos. They were pretty good, weren't they? 139
Ampharos has
special,
good
100.
stats.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah, good stats, though the moveset of Flaffy is better. Not Mareep, just Flaffy.
Boba Fett. Great.
Mareep honestly has crap moves.
Magna. I've noticed that in the 3 evolution Pokemon, the first ones in a lot of them are bad. Whereas the second one, some of the actually half of the second evolutions have better movesets than the first.
Yeah.
Okay, Magnemite gets Thunder. Oh, Magneton also gets Thunder. Okay. Willfish. Willfish in the game gets Double Team. Oh, sorry, Minimize, not Double Team. Oh my god, those are moves. 126 attack with 116 speed? How is Quillfish good? Quillfish has bad stats and somehow it has good stats. Now, don't get me wrong. We're talking, it's still a poison type, so it's dead to Will's entire team. But, like, you know, after Will.
They gave it stat XP and DVs, and that's
Yeah, I know. It's just, it's crazy. Right? Well, confusion.
Oh.
At least it has 2 special moves. Hoppip. Alright, Hoppip. You got Splash, right? Oh my god, they gave you moves, but still no stats. Okay. Ampharos. You know, it would be a shame if you got... You're only going to get hit by Earthquake and Psychic. You know what? You could get hit by Psybeam, possibly. So maybe Confusion. Berry. No item. Just in case we make it to the next round, we'll put you...
Okay, it's not going to get hit by Psybeam because Girafarig is the only one with Psybeam, but it also has Earthquake.
Right, okay.
So anything except Bitterberry.
Clefable uses Fire Blast a lot.
Yep. It also has Thunder and Blizzard, but Fire Blast is...
It seems to prefer Fire Blast for some reason.
It likes it because a lot of the team members are weak against fire, and it's more accurate than Blizzard. I don't think it actually does. In the normal games, at least, accuracy isn't factored in with damage rolls.
All right. We have a team.
But the Stadium AI is so weird.
All right. Got a team capable of beating Will. How many? All right. I don't know. Actually, maybe we don't have a team capable of doing it. Now that I think about it, Jinx has absolutely no defense, and half of them seem to have Shadow Ball. Still, Wobbuffet, Ampharos, Hoppip. Wait
Only
a second.
2 of them have.
130 special attack on Magnemite. It only has 1 weakness. And
it's weak to ground and fire because of steel type.
oh, okay. So it's weak to both Clefable and Giraffe Rig.
And Kadabra because fire.
Right. Okay. And Jinx is weak.
However, hard wall Exeggutor. It resists everything Exeggutor has. So if it brings Exeggutor, Magnemite's actually a good out to it.
But Magnemite also can't do anything.
What does it have?
Thunder and Frustration.
Thunderwave spam Frustration on Exeggutor just
No.
suicide.
We can't. You know they're just gonna hit every time. You know it.
Yeah. The AI cheats.
It certainly
People
does.
say
Okay.
Game Freak has a specific genre of game sections that both the Stadium games and the Battle Frontier fall into, and it's called competitive except the AI cheats.
But I think it's actually been proven. Like, somebody looked in the code. Like, I don't know how much it cheats, but it actually does cheat.
In the Gen 3 Battle Tower, it literally is coded to cheat. In the Gen 4 Battle Tower, it cheats in a different way. It specifically gears teams that are good against your Pokemon.
Yeah, it picking its Pokemon before you, I think is false. It's just visual. Oh wait, hold on a second. Does Kadabra even have a? Oh wait, it's got Shadow Ball, doesn't it?
It's got Shadow Ball, but it has crap physical attack. It honestly might use Fire or Thunder Punch, so Mirror Code might actually be a good.
No
choice.
way. It's gotta use Shadow Ball. It's gotta. Yep.
Here's the first move. That attack just bounced off.
Oh shit, that was nothing. That was 40 damage. That means this is gonna do 80. Punch this. Will it do it again? Oh, that was okay. Maybe okay. It did 50 damage. My bad. I'm bad at math apparently. Will it do it again?
Yeah, Mirror Code and Counter have 0 randomness in the damage.
Wondering if he'll use
They're eyeing each other warily.
it again. It only did 50 damage. There's no way that's his best move.
Both get ready to go.
Yes.
The AI might be confused by the fact it's super effective.
Yep. Yep.
The super effective fallacy. It says it's super effective. It's actually not.
That's it. Oh, it has no.
We got a lot of
I've also
HP
had
remaining,
some
plus a
that
berry. Ooh.
Bring out a new Pokemon.
Oh my god, we're gonna make it past
fall
Will.
for the super effective fallacy sometimes.
Okay,
too.
Clefable doesn't even have a physical move, right?
No, it's just special attacks.
Okay.
It is physically impossible for it to use an attack that is not special.
Gonna burn me. That was a lot. I don't think it was enough to knock it out though.
It has psychic and the 3 blizzard moves. Like, you know, Fire Blast, it has that type of move.
Ironically, we want to get hit.
Let's hope for Fire Blast. Yeah, Fire Blast, because Burn would suck, but every other status possible to be inflicted by those types of moves would be worse. Freeze, devastating.
Okay, well,
Paralysis,
unfortunately,
horrible.
Wobbuffet will never
Burn,
ever
which
be
is
able to
sucks.
outspeed whatever he's gonna throw out next, so it really doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be able to use Destiny Bond,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna try. Oh wait, hold on. It could use Fly. It could use Fly. Come on. All right, Destiny Bond.
It did! It did! Oh my god!
It's trying to take the opponent with it. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Yes. Do it.
How many Pokemon do each of us have left?
That's a
We
hit.
won.
It took
We took out all
the
three.
down with it. Oh, it collapsed.
Good job, Wobbuffet.
apologize
You're the
for the
best
demonic
punching bag
scream.
ever.
Opponent down with it.
The best punching bag of all time.
Maybe that is what Wobbuffet is. It's actually a punching bag. Just it needs to put its
I
arms
think it is
down.
actually supposed. I think it is actually supposed to be a punching bag, like, or one of those bop-em
hold
things.
on.
You know the bop-em things? You know what I'm talking about?
Look. Hey, look, I got a Wobbuffet.
There are like these bop-em sock-em things.
Yeah.
that are, like,
More fun than a
balloons.
pillow fight.
Yeah, they're like basically balloon boxing. They're basically balloon punching bags. I think Wobbuffet might be one of those.
They're called sock 'em boppers. They're more fun than a pillow fight. That was their tagline. I love that commercial. I wanted one so bad.
I think I used to have one that was a clown. I think we don't have it anymore, but I think it was a clown.
Okay, hold on. So Koga's gimmick was double team like 3 times then toxic, right?
Okay, sock 'em boppers is not the name of the thing. It's some boxing glove thing.
No, I remember the commercial. Sock 'em boppers, more fun than a pillow fight. It's
Okay, we
It's
may be
impossible.
thinking about different things.
I think it's spelled SOCK space EM with an apostrophe. Boppers. I have no idea I spell boppers. Okay. Back to the game. Quillfish. Oh my god, is Quillfish the best Pokemon here?
I'm being stunned into oblivion.
So Quillfish is fast. And Pin
Quillfish
Missile or
has a
Sludge
decent-
Bomb hits all of them except for Electrode for super effective damage, right?
Wait. Poison resists bug in this game, so it's not super effective. However, Jinx has Confusion and Ice Punch, which is good against everything except Electrode, and is 4 times super effective on Gligar. I think
Okay.
we have to bring Jinx.
So it's Jinx, Quillfish, Ampharos. Oh wait, no, Ampharos won't be able to hit the broadside of a barn.
So it's Jinx, Quillfish, and well, maybe not Wobbuffet because
No, Wobbuffet can't hit
Toxic
anything.
and-
Every single one of them uses double team.
yeah. Counter and Mirko don't bypass accuracy checks, and also Koga is a piece of shit who just uses toxic and double team.
Right, but what I'm saying is like I can't even like, oh hey, the last turn of poison is about to happen. I can't just use Destiny Bond because I'm not getting attacked. Wait a second. What is Safeguard block against?
Safeguard blocks status conditions. Wait.
What? Oh, it won't matter because then as soon as the Safeguard wears off, that's when it uses toxic, and until it wears off, it'll just keep using double team.
It lasts. Let me see.
It just does. Oh,
How many
interesting.
turns?
Interesting.
It prevents it from being it prevents you from being inflicted with status conditions for 5 turns.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter
which
because I
is a
can't hit
decent
them.
rate. It lasts on even after you swap.
Oh, Ampharos is Swift. Duh.
Okay, so I think we should bring Ampharos because of Swift, but Safeguard lasts after you swap.
Who-
So like you could.
It does not matter. It'll just keep spamming double team until it runs out.
I know. I'm just saying, like, it would prevent poison.
until it runs out, and then he toxics you with 5 double teams or 6.
Okay, good, Jinx.
All right. So here's the thing. The Confusion's got 75 times 2 is 150. Ice Punch is got 75 with Stab. That brings it up to 105. So Confusion's still more powerful. But not by much. Unfortunately, it's going to do like 50 damage. 60 damage. Oh, hold on a second. I could, in theory, 2-shot it if I get a good range.
The white hot battle continues. Combatants face each other.
You mean 3-shot?
2-shot it from here. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then yeah. Darn it.
Honestly, I'll take Toxic. Sludge will just absolutely destroy Jinx.
The heated action continues.
There's a world where the only way the accuracy could go was up, and that's a better world.
That was
There's a
also
world where
less.
Instead of saying,
This thing's gonna survive at 1 HP. If I hit it again, it's gonna survive at 1 HP.
you're probably right.
They're both hanging tough.
I have Koga's team pulled up, so
I did 61 damage on the last attack.
Muck has Fire Blast and Sludge Bomb. He's not even doing
High
this because he has
range.
to. He's doing this for the love of the game.
Wait, what?
That KO will bring out a new
His Muck has Fire Blast. He's not even doing this because he has to. He's doing it for the love of the game.
Well, he's hard coded to do one strategy. All right, is Venom Moth actually weak to anything? I know it's weak to Confusion. Is it weak to?
He's only weak to Confusion. He's not a flying type, so he's not weak to Ice Punch. He has
Okay.
Double Team Toxic, Side Beam, and Giga Drain, so no super effective moves, but he does have Double Team Toxic.
Okay, that's fine.
Both get ready to go.
Well, we'll weaken it and then we'll knock it out with Swift. Oh my God, it's now 6. Wait, is it 6-4 crits or 6-5 crits?
I don't know, but all of his Pokemon have Double Team Toxic, if it wasn't already obvious.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Ariados. This is the last Pokemon.
Is Ariados Grass Bug? Like, can I hit that with Ice Punch?
Ariados is Poison Bug.
Okay, so it's still Confusion.
It's weak to Confusion and has low special stats. But it is not weak to Ice Punch. It is weak to Confusion though, so use Confusion and it'll do good damage.
Oh, more than half. Nice. Did not expect more than half. This doesn't matter. We've won. Ampharos wins from here.
Why is Will the final boss?
We don't know this.
Could this be it?
If I recall,
No, that didn't connect.
there's another hard person. I don't remember who.
I know it's not Bruno because it's Bruno.
Well, no, Bruno has
I like you.
moves.
Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Oh fuck, right, he has the Blastoise.
Will this decide it?
All right. Fingers crossed we have no game dev here to murder our run.
Was that sound you leaving and coming back, or was that you playing a soundboard?
That was me doing one of those evil laughs. I've actually never enabled the sound effect thing of my my Go XLR.
Punches on my end.
I'm pretty sure I muted your Go XLR last time when you spammed it a whole bunch, or your soundboard.
I'm not using the soundboard right now. I was talking about like I was asking if you were using a soundboard
Okay, hold
to
on.
play stuff,
We start with Wobbuffet because it's good against
but it
basically
was actually
everything.
the stream closing and opening again.
All right, so Wobbuffet. Okay, well, Jinx is good against pretty much all of them except for except for Blastoise. And Ampharos is good against Blastoise, and I mean has Dynamic Punch for Gold. No, we would well
You don't want to stay in for Golem because
or Earthquake.
it will miss and get one shot for Earthquake.
Well, I don't want to stay in for Golem or
Also-
Onyx. But Ampharos has just got so
Onyx
many
might-
stats. How many of them have Earthquake is the question.
Let me see. Everyone except Kangaskhan and Blastoise. Kangaskhan has Dizzy Punch, Reversal, Rock Smash, and Blastoise has Surf, Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch, Headbutt.
Okay, well then we might have to go with Quillfish. If Blastoise comes, we're fucked. I have an answer for everything except Blastoise. Yep. Unless Blastoise is first, then we can Wobbuffet it.
How will the challenger bear up against the punishment from his fighting Pokemon?
Okay. And? Yes. Okay. So, what are its moves?
What are whose boots?
Blastoise.
I was on. Okay, Blastoise has Surf, Headbutt, Ice Punch, and Dynamic Punch. It's probably going to use Surf because it's a stab water move. So it's probably the highest damage. Blastoise also has higher special attack than regular attack. So yeah, probably Surf. So Mirror Coat.
Here's the first move.
Oh, Headbutt.
That did little damage. Mirror Coat. Whoops, that missed.
I'm going to try Mirror Coat again because he's got
Continues.
both physical and special and can go back and forth probably.
Yeah, he might be doing that thing where he's using a physical move and then a special move.
Hit glanced right off.
Ah.
Oh, it
Okay,
glanced.
well, I had used Mirror Coat anyway, so it didn't matter.
A hot battle is unfolding.
Okay. Do I really go Mirror Coat again? That feels foolish.
A counter.
Yeah.
If he uses Surf, he's cheating.
Okay.
Okay.
What'll it do?
Headbutt.
A
No
light
flinch.
flash.
Nice.
Nope, it still can't move.
2 flinches? I mean, I know the chance is 30%, but twice?
What's this? A light hit. Uh-oh, it's still immobilized.
3 flinches?
Use this held item to restore HP. They're both hanging tough.
I swear they're gonna give one of these Elite Four members leftovers, aren't they? Let me check.
No, that did more than half!
Okay, none of them have leftovers, but Lance has a focus. Fan.
Oh, no! I can't Destiny Bond. He did more than half. If he uses Surf again, I'm screwed.
They go into battle pose. Ride that surf. Yes, it's a hit. Down it goes.
I think I know why this series of games, by which I mean the 3D Battle Sim games on the main consoles, stopped being sold. It's because they didn't sell well enough because they were like, what the hell is this? And then they returned the game.
Okay, well,
Which is
at this point, we have to get the 10% confused on Jinx. Yeah, I need Quillfish for the rock types.
Oh, it's Jinx! Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Even though Ice Punch... Oh, actually, no. Ice Punch would not do more damage. Never mind.
Get ready to go.
10% confused.
Ice Punch should do more damage because Ice should be super effective on water, but it isn't because Game Freak is a bad developer.
There's the attack. Hit! That was good. The heated action continues. What's next?
I'm very pissed at how many flinches it got. That's just cheating.
Yeah.
A furious attack. That's it. It's a fierce battle.
In theory, based on how many flinches he got, I should have gotten a 10% confused by now.
There's the attack.
Yeah. However, the
Oh.
opponent cheats.
Oh, okay, hold on. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. Hit yourself.
There's the shot. Right. That's a hit. Oh, it collapsed.
This game sucks.
Just one Pokemon remains. Oh, it's Quillfish. This is the last Pokemon. They're both hanging tough.
Hear me out. I'm gonna go minimize and just hope he hits himself. We have to beat 3 Pokemon with Quillfish.
Ah, it raised its evasiveness. What'll it do?
Now, of course, why wouldn't he? It took
Gotta hit, I swear to God.
it was so hard to
I
get the
understand.
10% confused, and it's never gonna hit itself.
What's this? Nailed the weak spot.
Oh, I got a crit. Okay, now it's 6-6 on crits.
Battle ends now. That KO will bring out a new Pokemon.
All right, I have one minimize. Okay, so they buffed the special defense in Gen 2. So what's
Yeah,
lower, defense or special defense?
I think Machamp has lower defense,
Okay.
but Quillfish also has lower special attack. I think Sledge Bomb honestly might be the best attack.
Well, yeah,
for-
I also think it's more consistent too.
What now? Yes, it's a
All right, we
hit.
got minimize up. Minimize.
Hang on, Earthquake. No.
Oh my God, it happened.
The heated action continues.
I mean, we still need another miss.
What's next? Hit. That was good.
If only poison worked like burn.
That's it.
What do you mean?
Bullseye.
Like, so I would survive that earthquake.
Oh,
There are no more remaining.
I think Poison does
Pokemon.
more. It's like 1/8. From Gen 2 onwards, it's 1/8.
I know, but I
Like
meant
burn
if only it
does
had a
less.
secondary effect like burn and paralysis.
Yeah, that would make Poison actually very good, but
Honestly, I think poison should, I mean, like lower your
Like, what-
defense.
what-
Like think about it. Like if you're poisoned, like you
wait, hear me out.
you
What if it lowered
you're-
special attack?
how? I know like statistically we should have something so it would make the most sense. Because of, they have one for physical attack, they have one for speed, so special attack would make perfect sense. But
I actually did that with
if you
Fox
think
Fighting
about
Magic
it in
Garfield.
terms of like Game Freak and also like let's say like I don't know, like a role-playing game or just RPG Dragons kind of thing, if you're poisoned, you're hurting, you're grabbing your side, so your defense is lowered, like you're just, and also like physical defense is just something Game Freak loves to mess with. physical defense and physical attack. They don't like messing with special anything. Special's like the darling child of Game Freak. Nobody can mess with
Fuck
your
special
special.
attackers.
Nobody's allowed to mess with special anything in Game
Fuck
Freak's
your
world.
special attack. Light screen.
Like, you know, there's no... I mean, I don't know. They probably invented one by now, but there's no intimidate for special, is there?
There isn't. There still isn't. In Gen 9, there still isn't. They added an ability called Defiant, which was meant to counter Intimidate. It raises your attack by 2 stages if you have a stat lowered, so it basically reverses Intimidate. Then they added a special attack version of that called Competitive, which is the stupidest fucking ability ever because there's no special version of Intimidate. It's just fuck you. I have a nasty plot because I swapped in on your Incineroar using Intimidate. It's stupid.
But like I said, special is the darling child of Game Freak. They invented special. Every other video game's got attack and defense, but nobody's got special.
Yeah, well, Game Freak can suck my long hard Johnson.
Okay. You know who's got long hard Johnson? Farfetch'd. Green.
That Johnson is very limp. Let's be honest.
If I recall, Flareon only has Fire Blast.
It's Fire Blast and Smog, which is basically just Fire Blast. It might as well be.
Okay, interesting. I bet you coughing has Fire Blast.
It probably does. I can look it up though.
You don't have to. We're not playing coughing.
It does have Fire Blast.
Of course it does.
Fire
Game
Blast.
Freak and their fire blasting, coughing, wheezing.
It has Fire Blast, Sludge Bomb, Explosion, and Toxic. This thing is ass.
Okay, well, guys, you know, we had a competitive team. Now it's time for a team to die. A team must be sacrificed to Will.
It's time for the stupid ass dipshits.
You know, Will requires his team sacrifice.
Oh, Mindy. You are somehow still worse than Will.
Okay, I'm curious about Slugma. I think it actually had Rock Slide and Fire Blast.
I think it had Flamethrower. Slugma Balls. It had Flamethrower, Rock Slide, Body Slam, Amnesia. Fire Blast was Macargo, who also had Smog over Body Slam because Smog is like heroin for fire types, I fucking guess.
Yeah, they really like that. They also really like their Fire Spin. Okay, well, I guess we're going Draft Rig, because he always swaps out when I start with Draft Rig. And, what is Kabuto? Garbage, coughing. Only 100 attack. Also, it will never outspeed. I in theory, could have used Explosion, but it will never outspeed anything. Far-fetched. If you could survive more than one attack, Sword Dance would actually not be that bad. But the way Farfetch is going to work, you throw out Farfetch, it's going to get hit by Psychic, it's going to do more than half, then you use Sword Dance, and then it's going to get hit by another Psychic and die. That's how it's going to work.
Yeah.
So,
Farfetch'd is like one of the first Pokemon they thought of, and they were like, oh, hey, what if we had this move that doubled your attack? And then they kept power creeping the stats after that. And after a certain point, it was like, oh.
Yep.
Oh, this Pokemon's crap.
Yep.
let's give it this move that's high crit but doesn't actually work.
Honk honk. Okay, well, every single time we've seen this matchup, he always swaps out. So should I go with agility then?
You know what? Screw it. Yeah,
Actually, you know what? There's no downside. If he attacks me, next turn I get to go first because I used agility. If he swaps out, I used agility. I think there's no downside.
Yeah.
Ho, 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 ho. Interesting. The problem is our other Pokemon have no... Okay, well... Do we baton pass into Slugma so we can get a rock slide on Xatu? Or do we think the Slugma won't survive a fly?
I think something different. I think that Slugma won't outspeed despite the agility because it is literally a slug.
Now that you point that out, if Xatu is like, you know, more, now that I think about it,
base.
Slugma's probably got 25 speed, so you multiply that by 2, it's still 50. You're right.
Slugma has 20 base speed.
Even with 2 agility, so it's still not outspeed. Oh my god.
Xatu has 95 base speed, except Will has stat XP
All
and
right.
DVs, so
Okay.
it's probably more like 100.
We're okay. That means we're swap out into Flareon, and we're gonna Fire Blast.
It's passing the baton to another Pokemon. Oh, it's Flareon. There's the attack. Hit. That inflicted some damage. They're both hanging tough.
They're both hanging tough.
They're both tripping balls.
Here comes a Pokemon switch.
Oh, this works. This works. It's just a free attack. I'll take that. I don't care who it is. Oh, that's probably good for me. I can get 2 Fire Blasts on Girafarig if I can hit them both.
A sharp attack. That's it.
Oh my god. I could just get a free kill on Girafarig if I can just hit 2 times. Oh my god, I did it.
There it is.
I mean, it's always shocking. Fire Blast is like the most accurate of moves. Oh good, M. Tiberius messaged me back. I was waiting on his reply before I made the announcement. Now I need to read it.
The number of remaining Pokemon is 3-2. This battle's outcome.
Fire Blast is the most accurate move that's less than 90% accurate.
A furious attack.
Huh.
It's a hit.
Everything just everything is good. M. Tiberius has given me the exact answer I wanted.
Continue.
Okay.
About some collab.
No. I want to switch from doing solo runs to doing challenge runs. But he's doing challenge runs.
Find each other
So I wanted to make sure it was cool with him first.
I mean, fair enough.
Unfortunately, Zealous Pawn is now playing red and blue, and he's absolutely murdering my times.
The trainer hasn't issued
And I'm an extremely competitive person, and I recognize that he is using the XP router and he gets the no encounters in Mount Moon, so it's not exactly a 1-for-1 comparison. But every inch of my body is just pissed.
the matter, trainer.
Also, doing solo runs with bad Pokemon really freaking sucks. There's a little bit of mixture of everything. Okay, well, I'm not going to waste a Fire Blast because I'm not going to hit. So I guess we'll just waste a Tail Whip.
The trainer hasn't issued a command.
But anyways, I'm still deciding on... well, I shouldn't say still deciding. I've kind of decided. I'm going to be doing Kaizo Nuzlocke without the random part.
The heated action continues.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So where the type, the stats,
There it goes.
and the moves are all random in a Kaizo,
Good.
I'm getting rid of all of that.
Down it goes.
So basically, it's just a
Pokemon remains.
hardcore Nuzlocke with Kaizo rules.
Oh, it's Executor.
Oh my god, can I hit 5 for 5 Fire Blast? How insane would that be?
It's a fierce battle.
Only the AI is allowed to cheat with RNG.
That's it. That struck home.
I just hit 5 for 5 Fire Blast, and everybody knows that even though it's 85% accurate and I should hit 4 out of 5, nobody hits 4 out of 5,
You
let
hit-
alone 5 out of 5.
Yeah, no,
I just soloed Will with a freaking. When you say it out loud, it gets even funnier. I soloed Will with a Flareon.
Rip Bozo.
Okay, now with Koga, we pretty much just have to hit all of our psychics with Giraffe Rig or else. Okay, let's see. Do any of my Pokemon have Swift? No. 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 And no. Only reason I'm looking at coughing here is because coughing can't be toxic.
Yeah, poison. Poison is a bad type on the offensive side, but defensively, it is honestly very great. Its biggest weakness was that it was in Gen 1 and was weak to Psychic. That's like the big downside. The big downside is, most of the poison types are in Gen 1, and most of them are weak to Psychic, especially in Gen 1. Poison types have like an exponential glow up across the generations.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
The next opponent is Koga.
Nothing.
The challenger must avoid being mesmerized
Nope.
by this skillful ninja.
Yep, just watch TV all day.
Ah, it raised its evasiveness. What will the other side do?
Okay.
A
Bye.
hot battle is unfolding.
So I just got another crit. Now that makes 7 to 6 crits.
I hope the phone call was nothing serious.
No, my grandmother's just checking up on me.
Oh, that's very kind of her.
Both get ready to go.
No, it's very nosy of her.
It's still not going
Okay,
to
then let's
attack.
be in the middle and say it's very thoughtful of her.
Stop. That's it.
Most people would say that,
Down it
but she does it
goes.
every day. So, no.
Okay, that is a bit much, but I do think she cares.
She's
It's
alone.
that-
That's why. She calls everybody every day.
Oh, it's Liger.
Oh, I feel kind of bad for her.
They're both hanging tough.
I used to live there for the last
It increased its
6.
evasiveness.
No, hold on.
A sharp attack.
I think my grandfather died in 2018. It was a year or two before that. 9-ish years? 9-ish years I lived at my grandmother's house.
They go into battle pose.
Wait, Glider's faster than me?
It's concentrating on improving its
I don't know what Gligar's base speed is, but it's higher than you'd think.
How's that?
I'm hitting. I've so far hit through 1 double team, 2 double teams, 1 double team, and 2 double teams. This is a little insane.
Okay, Gligar has 85 base speed, and that's the same as Giraffe Rig, except
Gotcha.
the Elite Four cheats with higher DVs.
Yeah.
The white hot
So that's why Gligar outspeed you. It outsped you because you have the same base speed, but the Elite Four cheats with higher static speed and DVs, and typically better moves.
Oh, that's a miss. The heated action continues.
I really wish it was nice having having Swift like just there ready to be used.
Down appears to be the plan.
Not having Swift makes me very scared. I'm just essentially, you know, like 6 misses in a row away from just losing at any moment.
From both competitors.
The ninja technique of double team.
All I can say is when we did routes, double team really let me down. I'll never live that
I
down.
wonder if having a tiny penis is also a ninja technique, or it's just something that Koga has to deal with.
It raised its evasiveness.
It's probably just something he has to deal with, because Benny from Legends Arceus does not have the same thing.
All right. Well, that went well.
Actually, now that I think about it, double team isn't in Legends Arceus.
Okay, here's the thing. We're absolutely screwed again if Bruno has Blastoise or uses Blastoise. Also, we have even less coverage than last time.
I think he's going to use Blastoise, but I'm surprised we made it this far.
You know, sometimes it's the worst teams that make it the furthest. I learned this by watching people play. By people, I mean one guy. Okay. So, we don't have a water move this time. So now we're actually... Oh, hold on. Oh, actually, hold on a second.
Okay,
Is Kabuto good against all of them?
Wait a minute. Okay,
Oh,
it's good
wait,
against
no.
the...
It's weak against Earthquake. Duh.
It's good. It's good against Golem because Golem has shit special defense, and it's good against Blastoise because I don't think Blastoise really has anything for it. Blastoise has it has Dynamic Punch, but also it's Dynamic Punch weakened left.
Well, they all have Earthquake. You've said before, and it's weak to Earthquake. I know it has 122 defense, but that still doesn't make it any less weak.
Yeah. It's good against Golem. Actually, Golem has Magnitude, but it's good against Golem because 4 times weakness. So it's
Yeah,
just gonna
and
one-shot.
Onyx.
Yeah, Onyx too. Everything else, it's kind of bad against, except for Blastoise, where it's more neutral.
All right, we're gonna start with Girafarig and Kabuto. Pushes. Who else? Okay, that's bad. Flies. Only good against Machamp. It's gonna die to everything else.
We don't really have a good third Pokemon for this, or in general. But like
Fire
for this
Blast is not
specific-
good.
I mean, Fire Blast is good against Heracross, but it's a coughing. And Heracross also has Earthquake.
And they all have Earthquake. Everything I have is weak against Earthquake except for Farfetch'd.
Farfetch'd is only
Okay, do any of them have rock slide / rock throw except for Golem? I assume Golem has it.
Rock Golem has Rock Throw. Onyx also has Rock Throw. None of them have Rock Slide or any rock moves otherwise.
And Blastoise, does it have any ice moves?
Blastoise has Ice Punch, Surf, Headbutt, and Dynamic Punch. I can list all the moves for you because I haven't pulled up right now.
I can't believe I'm thinking this, but it might have to be far-fetched.
Machamp has Cross Chop, Strength, Seismic Toss, and Earthquake. Is that someone paying you, or is that okay? Might be.
It's Angel. We're 20 minutes away from game night. So this is gonna be it. The last team. It has to be far-fetched, right? The rest of them they're just gonna die to one earthquake. Yeah, it's far-fetched.
I'm gonna go grab my corn dogs from the air fryer, and then I'll be right back.
All right.
I wish you luck. You'll need it.
No Blastoise. Okay. I can do Kangaskhan. Oh wait, hold on. Kangaskhan now has special defense.
Kangaskhan has Bite and also special defense. I'll be off now.
Ah, darn it. Ooh. Oh, I was not confused. Interesting. Can Kabuto do anything? No, Kabuto can't do anything. Okay. This is just like the worst matchup. All my Pokemon suck against Kangaskhan. And all my Pokemon suck against Blastoise as well. Can I get one of those famous crits? Nope. Okay. Well, this is a tough one. Can't do Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd will get absolutely curb stomped by Dizzy Punch. Oh, interesting. Okay. Hear me out. We gotta start out a rollout chain.
Okay. What's next? Oh, that was weak. How's that? That was a glancing blow.
Oh, that's gonna take 3 rollouts to knock it out. What in the world was that? Is that a dynamic punch, I think? No, because I didn't get confused. It couldn't have been dynamic punch. Okay, well, we're dead.
There's only one Pokemon left to come out. Oh, it's Farfetch'd. It's down to the last Pokemon now. One Pokemon is still capable of going on, but the other one looks tired.
I think Kangaskhan is faster than me. Also, I don't even know if I could do 21 damage. Swords Dance. And it is faster than me. Now we're dead.
It increased its attack power. Sparks are flying from both competitors.
Alright, Slash is 70 power. Fly is 70 power. Oh yeah, we're just gonna go slash. Plus stab. 105.
That inflicted some damage. Flash attack. Yes.
I just wish that they made Farfetch'd like fast as a bird. At least that way we could, in theory, win with like crits.
Oh, it's Golem.
Oh no.
Now's the time.
We have Steel Wing at least, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish it off. One sword stance Steel Wing's not gonna be enough.
Super effective.
It was a good amount of damage though.
That's it.
Man, I feel bad though. If I could have knocked out that Kangaskhan a little bit easier, that would have been a great Pokemon to knock out with Kabuto's Giga Drain. Oh, and the last Pokemon was Machamp. Oh man, if we could have just knocked out that Kangaskhan by getting like, I don't know, a critical hit Psychic or just Psychic doing more damage, you know, could have done a little more. All right, so that's 54 teams lost. We're gonna pick our final team and we're gonna get off for the night. We're gonna do game night on Jackbox. If anybody wants to join my Discord, let me know like now so I can give a link. The only rule for the Discord is that if you join our Jackbox game night, you do have to join voice chat. That's about it. Let's go ahead and get our team. All right, Suicune. If I recall, Suicune has got Bubble Beam and Gust. So Suicune is actually very bad. Only thing it has going for it is defense. And honestly, its defenses are still not the greatest. Primeape, I think Primeape is one of those Pokemon that lives off the Dynamic Punch, if I recall. Hitmonlee. I don't think we've played with Hitmonlee yet. Murkrow? I recall Murkrow actually had good moves. It just has no stats. Starmie, great moves. Has Waterfall and Zap Cannon. I was gonna say Thunder, but then I remembered it only has a 100 power move. Hey, Andrew. Welcome back. Just in time for us to be finishing. Regardless, this will be our team for when we start our stream next week. I'm not sure if I'll start the Kaizos next week or if I will do another Gen 1 run or not. But I have a lot of thinking to do on next week's schedule. But I will be streaming nearly every day. Don't know exactly what days, but nearly every day. All right. But thank you for joining in. I appreciate it very much. I will be in my Discord. We're going to be playing Jackbox tonight. So, gonna have a fun night. Hopefully I see you guys quite often next week. I know that we probably missed out on quite a few people because we've been off for nearly 3 weeks. I'm just happy that we got as many people today as we did. And so thank you for sticking around, even though we've been offline for so long. This is the difference between Twitch and YouTube. If you take 3 weeks off on Twitch, your channel may as well be dead. On YouTube, got a lot of people coming back. It's great.